Yeah. So
I just started watching the documentary on America's Next Top Model that just came out.
I was on Tyra too. Did you know that? On her talk show.
No. What
Oh,
were
that
you
was
on
a
Tyra for?
what, huh?
What were you on Tyra for?
I was a gay man trapped in a woman's body. That was her words, not mine. I'm genderqueer, but she called me a gay man trapped in a woman's body. So there's a whole series of TikToks I made about that too. That
I'm
was
gonna
in
have to go back and watch
2006.
those.
Yeah, if you go into my, because I don't have 10K followers yet, I don't have playlists, but if you go into
Okay.
my bookmarks,
Okay.
there's a playlist of
Okay.
those videos. And yeah, my sister was like looking for a job on Craigslist and it was like, "Are you a woman who loves gay men?" And I think I wrote in being like, I'm a woman who loves gay men so much that like I wish I was a gay man and I'm like often attracted to them, but I also kind of feel like one." And so they spun that into like, "You're a gay man trapped in a woman's body." And Tyra was like, "What do you mean? That's so confusing. That's so weird." And then like no, it was in December. She was at this gay bar in Australia and she went on stage and she said that she was a gay man trapped in a woman's body. And I was like, like, where was that 20 years ago? Now you're a gay man trapped in a woman's body. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. I made a whole series about it. My favorite anecdote from doing that was that they had this therapist come on to analyze me, and he was like, "You just want the thrill of the chase. You want what you can't have. You want the forbidden." And I'm like, "No, I just date bisexual men." Like, so anyway, since I am now a sexual health educator, I have a master's in public health, I do all
Hmm.
this research and stuff. I was at a conference for sex therapists, sex educators, and I ran into him. And I was like, "Hi, Joe. We were on Tyra together." And he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Sit down." And I made him watch it with me. And he was like, "I totally forgot about this." And he's like, "I'm so sorry." And so, like, he's cool. Like, we're cool now. But it was so funny that this person who was like analyzing me on Tyra is now my colleague.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is really funny.
It's funny how things kind of come full circle in
They
weird ways.
do. And you never know, like if you're nasty to someone or like weird to someone, you never know when they're gonna be like your boss in 20 years or like your brother-in-law or something. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
crazy.
it's pretty crazy. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting experience. And I started doing my series about my experience because I'm sure you're familiar with Sarah Hartshorn,
Hmm.
who was made a bunch of TikToks about it and wrote a book about doing top model, and now
Yeah.
everyone is kind of spilling the tea on it
Yep.
and how awful that was. And it's
I
painful
mean,
to go
like,
back and rewatch that show,
I
actually.
always assumed it was awful, but like now actually watching how awful it really was and confirming it was even worse than I ever even thought it was, it's like, oh, and
Yeah.
how crazy she really was.
Oh, and then Mr. J wrote this weird, I guess to not break the NDA,
Yeah.
wrote this novel about it that's like, "Oh no, this is fiction." It's clearly about Tyra and Top Model,
Yeah.
but there's also a scene where the Nigel character like essays him. Like there's stuff where I'm just like, did that, and like,
But Nigel was supposed to be the straight guy on the show.
yeah, but the Nigel in Mr. J's book is like this closet case predator guy.
I
So
mean,
it's simultaneously like clearly about top model, but then it goes really off the rails in certain
okay.
places. Like
Yeah.
there's this like character that's supposed to be like Whitney, the plus size model, but then
Hmm.
she eats some tainted oysters and like her legs get gangrene and she has her legs amputated. And I'm like, whoa, that took a left turn.
So is top model like throw in like extreme everything on top of top model?
I'm just like, yeah. So I'm real excited to watch the documentary, but I think it's like, yeah, when I was watching Top Model when it was coming out, it is an incredibly entertaining show. And
Hmm.
it's so easy to forget that these are like real vulnerable,
Yeah.
like in the early seasons at least, women mostly between the ages of 18 and 25, like
Hmm.
their prefrontal cortex is not done developing and they're just throwing them in the lion's den
I
and
mean,
just like the
it
stuff that
literally broke my heart rewatching the Shandy scene.
I don't know what that is.
So Shandy was a young girl. I can't remember exactly how old she was, but she was probably 19, 20. And she was like from the country, real innocent, real pure. Like they had a night with the boys, okay, where they were in
Okay.
Italy, they were modeling. They had the male models back to the wherever they were staying to have a hangout session. They
Okay.
all proceeded to get really, really drunk.
Yeah.
Shandy gets blackout drunk, and one of the boys proceeds to
Oh God, that's horrible.
and they filmed the entire thing.
Oh my God.
And then they like literally filmed her calling her boyfriend to say, "Hey, this is what happened. I don't even really remember it because I was blacked out." And him freaking out and breaking up with her and her life literally fell apart and they filmed the whole thing. She even in the documentary said the camera guy and the sound guy, because when she called the boyfriend, the only people in the room were the two guys and her. She's on her knees crying on the floor. And after it was all said and done, she said they just stood there and said, "I'm sorry we had to film that." And then just kind of walked away. And I'm like, but
Yeah,
they said that was
it
part of the thing. Like, even like, I can't remember his name now. Ken, I think was his name. One of
Ken
the,
Mock, the producer?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was even saying, like, they signed a contract that everything in their life was going to be filmed as a
Yeah.
documentary. And I'm like, but some things just shouldn't be touched.
Yeah, there needs to be a line that cannot be
Hmm.
crossed, and filming someone's sexual assault for TV
Yeah,
is like Hunger Games level
exactly. And I'm like,
go.
granted, like,
Yeah.
she never said no, but it was because she was too drunk. Like,
Yeah, she couldn't
that's
give
still a thing.
consent. Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it was emotional, but it was really eye-opening to like how far as a society we have come in some ways, because I feel like we do sort of have some of those lines now that
Yeah. It's like two steps forward, one step back. And it's
yeah.
always interesting that during the Trump presidency is when this stuff always comes to a head. It's
Hmm.
like we almost get a woman president and then we don't, and then all of this stuff just blows open
Hmm.
over and over again. And I just made a couple videos talking about how many pop songs are about older men predating on teenage girls and how
Yeah.
normalized that was.
Hmm.
So we're acting like shocked about the Epstein files,
And
but
it's
it's
like
like this has
it's
been
been
in our faces
advertised
always.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
going it's just now people are starting to get upset about it. Before it
yeah.
was just the quiet
Taken for
secret that nobody
granted.
talked about.
Yeah, yeah. It's just so dark.
It
Oof.
really is.
Yeah. No, but I'm looking forward to seeing the Top Model documentary. I follow Allison Harvard, and she in her story she was talking about how like her mom texted her being like, "You're in the Top Model documentary." And it's just the picture of her in brown face as Michael Jackson. And she's like, "Why did they do this to me?" And that, if you've seen, did you see that episode? That was like Latoya was there. Like I'm like, this is unhinged.
It was.
Oh my God. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite part was I follow Adrienne Curry and she got on and was like, "I'm so glad I finally got the confirmation what I already knew. I wasn't the best or prettiest model of my season. I won because I was the best TV."
Yeah. Yeah. And she went on to do like other TV stuff too. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Elise was like insufferable, but she was like in my opinion, the
Yeah.
best of that season. And she was the one who went on to have like the best career of that
Mm-hmm.
season. If I could be wrong, but I mean, she was used to read her live journal and stuff. She was
Uh-huh.
like living in Hong Kong.
Oh, cool.
Um, yeah. Although I always remember watching the first season when Adrian wins, her being like, "Thank you so much" to Janice, and Janice is like, "I didn't vote for you."
You. Yeah. As nasty as she was, Janice was always just
Dude, I
Janice.
love Janice. Did you ever watch Janice Dickinson Modeling Agency?
Think I did. I think I don't
Yeah,
remember specifically, but yeah.
it was like a fever dream spinoff of Top Model that just went completely off
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
rails. I'm glad she's sober now, but like,
She's
allegedly,
needed that for a long
maybe,
time.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I remember watching her on The Surreal Life, just like she's still doing it.
I mean, Janice is gonna be Janice whether she's drunk or sober. That's just
That's
her
true. That's
personality.
true.
But I kind of she's awful, but I kind of love her particular flavor of awful. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she's the good villain.
Yeah,
She's the villain
yeah,
that everybody loves being a villain.
exactly, exactly. She plays the role very well. Yeah.
Some people are just built for it.
Yeah, and she's such a different flavor of villain than Tyra. And like the thing that
Yes.
really, and again, Tyra is a human being, but like I feel like Tyra, just in terms of my own experience with her and what I've heard everyone else say, is like she is so dissociative.
Mhm.
When I did the show, when we were sitting on the stage and they would, have interview us and then they would break for commercial,
Mhm.
anytime the camera was off, she was like,
Dude, it's funny that you say that because I was watching episode 2 of the documentary today and Mr. J was talking about that. So, like,
yeah,
he
it's a
tried
thing.
to leave and they wouldn't let him. And then, so when he like was forced to continue, they were like on stage for this for whatever, and like she would not look at him, she would not talk to
Yeah.
him, nothing. And then once the cameras were on and the girl was walking and talking and doing her thing, she like turns to him and is like, "Well, what do you think?" And like he was like, "That's when it became very clear I could only talk to her on camera. Like she would not acknowledge his presence after that."
She's like an MK Ultra sleeper agent or something, or like a crazy fembot. It's like,
Dude,
yeah, it's like she just turns off if the camera's
mhm.
off. There's nothing there, and
It's funny because
it's
like I've been down one of those
weird.
random TikTok rabbit holes of how like NPCs are walking around just and we think they're real
Yeah.
people. Like it makes me think like is she one of those just for the TV and like when the cameras aren't on her she just goes "Pfft."
Except she's completely unhinged now. Like it's sort of yeah, it's yeah, she is a trip. We did get her to talk to us because she was in her little like standby mode phase.
Mhm.
And my friend Sarah and I were sitting on the stage and we were like, "Hey, Tyra." And she was like, "What?" And we were like, "You're a gay man trapped in a woman's body too. We know you are." And she was like, "What? Who, me?" And then she did admit that when she was a baby model, she would go to gay bars after shoots and people would assume she was a drag queen. So she did have a little bit of a sense of humor.
Okay.
And I thought that was cute, but like we really had to like pull it out
Pull
of
it
her.
out.
She was not, yeah, because I don't know. I feel like if I was having a talk show, I would just be like charming and like
Yeah, you
banter
think you
with the
want to
guests,
make
put
people
them at
feel
ease.
comfortable to get
Yeah.
them to talk more.
Yeah. And
But
she just was like, yeah, she's a
weird.
strange person. I hope she's happy making her hot ice cream because it doesn't make sense to anyone else, but as long as she's
Hot,
happy.
hot ice cream?
Oh, wait, you don't know about this?
No, how did I miss the hot ice cream? What is hot ice cream?
She has an ice cream brand or an ice cream shop in Australia. I think it's called Smize and Dream.
Okay.
And it's hot ice cream, but like really, it's just ice cream and hot chocolate. Like she'll make the same version of the flavor as a hot drink and an ice cream. I don't know.
So it sounds like it's like a milkshake, maybe?
No, it's just like you can either have it as a hot chocolate or an ice cream and it's the same flavor. It's like apple pie flavor or something like that. Yeah, it's not really. It's like a concept that a rich bored person came up with that doesn't make sense to anyone else,
Doesn't
but
make.
she's got more money than God, so she's just like,
I wonder if it's actually like making her any money or if it's just something she spent a bunch of money on.
that's a good question. And she recorded this Santa Smize song, which is terrible. That was why she was in the gay club in Australia on stage in a yellow Santa outfit to sing her Santa Smize song.
Yellow Santa outfit?
She's all in yellow, yellow wig. Look up the footage. Yeah,
That's
if you watch my
hilarious.
videos, like there'll be references to it.
I'm gonna deep dive later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I hope she's happy. I hope all of her ill-gotten wealth has I mean, I think that the filter has slipped, the mask has slipped for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because she is not, you see her in public, she's a little off the deep end. But at the same time, I'm like, you can be a weird old lady. There's nothing wrong with being
Hey,
a weird old lady.
maybe like I don't know, because she turned a robot. Maybe she's finally just being herself and letting her freak flag fly.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna judge. You
No.
know, it's I mean, I judge her for professional decisions she made when she was younger. But if
Yeah.
she wants to be eccentric and make hot
Hey,
ice cream now, then I'm like, live your best life.
like,
That's
yeah,
fine.
she's got the money to do it, so have fun with it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I can only
Oh,
dream to have enough money to just go randomly do
a weird
weird.
vanity project like hot ice
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Willy Wonka shit, except like not as clever. I don't know. It's
Right?
just it's a little megalomaniac. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you
Oh,
could, I'm gonna turn the tables. If you could
okay.
do a reality show, what would you do? Like in a just pure fantasy. Like what would you do 90 Day? Would you do something else?
I mean, not that it's even in existence anymore, but, and I don't want, I would never want to do it in what it became, but I would have done the real world back in the day, like when it first
Oh
started.
yeah.
That was my
The
show.
source code. Yeah.
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 Like back, like season one, season two, before it got all corrupted and everybody was just getting drunk and hooking up on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was such a totally different era
Yeah.
of reality TV. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
exactly. I
the
mean,
first.
now, like out of today's reality shows, I don't know, probably none of them.
Yeah.
But out of the ones that are on TV right now, I'd probably pick just because I know it's fake and it would only last for so long. Well, I'd do an Amish TV show.
Oh, I haven't seen any of those, but
Yeah.
I that is a topic near and dear to my heart because one of my closest friends used to live in Amish country
Okay.
and he faked a Rumspringa
Okay.
as like performance art. He came to
Yeah.
visit me in Chicago and like had like these little overalls and the hat and we
Hmm.
went to all these different places and
Yeah.
documented it and while dressed Amish doing all this crazy shit. So we were
That's
ahead of
awesome.
the curve
Yeah, right? Because like
with
I live in
that.
an area where there's actually quite a few Amish people. I've always found them utterly fascinating and want to
Oh
learn more
yeah.
about them, but they obviously want to have nothing to do with us. So trying to befriend one has not been an easy task.
Do you there's a YouTube channel called Cults to Consciousness where she's talked to a lot of ex-Amish people about their relationship to the Amish as being
Hmm.
kind of cult-like and
Yeah,
oppressive. Yeah.
yeah. And
Um
but I find it fascinating. I watched all the old TLC shows, Breaking Amish, Return to Amish, all those, and I'm watching the Suddenly Amish one that they have on now. And honestly, it's even faker than the ones they had on years ago.
so what are these
But
shows
it's
about? Is it people who leave the Amish or like
so the original one was Breaking Amish, and they were Amish kids leaving.
okay.
Uh, and they were just trying to decide whether they wanted to be English or not, and some of them, stayed, some of them didn't. And then there was one, the spin-off after that was Return to Amish, where several of them decided to return back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some of them didn't, but they moved back close enough so they could still like be around their family because some of the family had unshunned them enough that they would at least communicate with them.
Sure.
And then the newest one, which is why this is the fakest of them all, because I know it would never happen in real life. This is they're bringing in us English people to try and become Amish.
Okay, that's kind of jumping the shark.
It's
Yeah.
totally jumping the shark,
Yeah.
but it's been hilarious to watch.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And I would have done it, even though I would have known going in it was 100% fake, and there's no way in hell I'd ever really become Amish because it's been proven all the quote unquote Amish people on the show are not Amish.
Well, yeah, because if they're actually Amish, they're not going to be on TV.
Okay, exactly. So
Yeah.
they're all ex-Amish, pretending to still be Amish.
Okay.
So they do have the life experience, but they're not actually Amish trying to actually help these people convert.
No, 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 no.
No.
That's, yeah,
I
they
mean,
don't
they
look
even have
like.
a guy on there pretending to be the bishop. They
That's so
started the whole
weird.
they started the whole show with he's the bishop and he's explaining how their community is dwindling and how they're going to try and bring in some new blood to help blah 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 blah
Oh
blah.
my
And then
God.
they showed a clip of a guy talking about like it's getting really hard to date in the community because you look over there and you're related to that person and you look over there and you're related to that person.
Everyone has maple syrup urine disease. Yeah.
So
So weird.
they're just playing into all the crazy stuff. And two of the people, James and Emma, they're two of the Amish people who are supposed to be helping these people convert. They're supposedly cousins. Okay.
Okay.
But tell me why in the second to last episode that we just watched, they made it seem like they were having more than a cousin relationship.
Because they had to like throw in some creepy incest stuff.
And I'm like,
Like,
I mean, like, yeah, it's rumored that they do that in the Amish, but like, why do we have to put it on
why do you have to
TV?
make it nasty?
Right? It's like
Yeah.
they're literally they're turning it into this whole love triangle because the Amish guy supposedly has a crush on one of the English girls and he's trying to fight to get her to become English because but then he's hooking up with cousin Emma over here and I'm like
That's, yeah.
then the next episode Emma left.
Okay.
She said I
Well,
can't do
that's,
this. She used the excuse of we're not really teaching them the proper way, this, that, the other, but yeah, it was I think she decided the incest storyline was a little too far.
yeah, this definitely sounds like scripted reality TV and not actually anything to do with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, the era that I wouldn't say I miss it, but that was very that had me in a chokehold
Hmm.
was A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila. That show had me in a death grip as a bisexual.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
representation. Maybe not very good representation, but representation.
Presentation. It was a start.
The pickup artist show, what was that? What was that called? The mysteries show, The Pickup Artist. Was it just called The Pickup Artist?
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google
Yeah.
it. And then Beauty and the Geek. I think these were all VH1
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah. I
I
liked
could be
Beauty and the Geek.
wrong. Beauty and the Geek was good.
That was a good
Yeah.
one. See, that was back when reality TV was first really becoming a thing.
Yeah, and it was just like a unique and special form
Yeah.
of sleaze. Oh, and Jersey Shore. How could I forget? Yeah, it was just called the Pickup Artist.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I got on the casting mailing list when they were casting. There was A Shot of Love had a spin-off show with the kind of fake Italian guy whose
Okay.
name I don't even remember.
Yeah.
He got his own show. And
Okay.
I think I applied for it, which was like a long shot. I don't know. I didn't get a call. That's
Yeah.
fine. But that put me on the mailing list. And I remember when they did the casting call for Jersey Shore, and I'm like, what? They're like, oh, we need Italian people from New Jersey. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get why this is an appealing concept. And then
Yeah.
it came out, and then I was like, you are not invited to chicken cutlet night. Like we had a chicken cutlet night party where we did the fake tanner and like we made Ron juice. Like that show,
That
the
show
early
was
seasons of
it
Jersey
was
Shore, I
epic
would be
of
on
the
Jersey
time.
Shore. Yeah, actually, if I had to be on any show of any time, I would be on Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I'd probably go party with them at least one night at Karma.
Yeah, no, that the early seasons, I stopped watching once it kind of
Yeah.
drifted off into the
Yeah.
deep end. But
They try to make them all last too long and then they just drift off.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to make like a channel dedicated to reality TV?
Oh, it kind of happened randomly. I'd been on TikTok for about a year trying to find a niche and was just floundering, flopping around. And then one day I was like watching my shows because I watched all these shows anyway. And I was like, well, what if
Yeah.
I just start making random commentary about it? Because, like, I have opinions. And, like, TikTok seems to like opinions.
Oh,
Whether
absolutely.
whether it's good or bad, they're gonna come at you one way or the other. And so I'm like, so I just randomly started doing it and see if it worked, and it just kind of took off quite quickly. I've only been doing the reality content for about 6 months now,
Yeah, and you're doing
and
great.
and it's taken off nicely. So yeah, just watch my shows. A couple people are like, well, why don't you do this show? Why don't you do that show? And I'm like, because I just don't like it.
Yeah, and there's no point in making content about something
No,
if you're
there was
not
a couple.
into it, it's not going to be good content.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. And there was a couple shows where I tried to make music. Everybody kept talking about Love Island, and I tried to watch Love Island, and I can't do it. Like, it's
Yeah.
just pure smut. There's no reality. There's just, no. I'm too old for that crap. I don't find it entertaining anymore. 90 days is enough smut for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I did watch Couple to Thruple, which was
Okay.
polyamory reality,
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with real polyamory.
Yeah.
That was a shit show. A friend recommended that. So that was interesting. And then there was another like polyamorous couple show that was super boring that I couldn't get into. That was like the two couples living together.
Oh, yeah, I remember one was really
What
bad,
was
and then they came out with
good?
what was it? Seeking Sister Wife. And that one got insane. That was pretty entertaining. But then the last season, like,
Yeah.
one of the main guys got arrested for DV, and that became a whole thing. So I don't think that show's going to go too far anymore.
Yeah, or like the stuff that happened with the Duggars is so dark. Like some of this stuff is just like, okay, this isn't entertaining
Thing
anymore. This
anymore.
is
No.
just
Yeah.
sinister.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No, what I have found about TikTok especially is it's like the key to going viral is to just piss people off or get them passionate about something. So
My
often,
videos that do the best are when I'm presenting a very unpopular opinion.
yeah, and it's sort of like the tax you have to pay to get followers and engagement is
Yeah.
like your videos that are the most popular are not going to be the ones that you really like the most or are the most proud
Yeah.
of. They're just the ones that
The
get
ones that
people upset and freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's one of those where it's like because like I made a video about Kim and her whole situation with Jamal and the catfishing of her adopted son and that whole
Oh,
thing.
I
And
don't know about that.
so
I
Kim,
don't watch as much as you do. So, but yeah,
okay.
catch me up.
I
Catch me up.
watch them all.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kim on the newest season is a single life just started. So we
Okay.
found out like on episode 2, um Kim has 3 kids.
Yeah.
Jamal's not an only child. She has a son named Larry. We don't know the daughter's name yet.
Okay.
Um, Turns out that Jamal found out about the daughter when he was about 12 years old
Okay.
because he overheard a conversation between Kim and his grandmother when they thought he was asleep and
Oh.
was like, okay, I have a sister. What the what? And then just a year ago, he found out he has an older brother too. He only found out about that because Larry, we know his name, seeked Kim out through DNA stuff and was able to find her, contacted her. He said he wanted to meet his brother and talk to Jamal. So, Kim wasn't ready for that yet, apparently, and gave a fake phone number and catfished Larry as Jamal for
Oh
months.
my God.
And the only reason it really came out was because Larry was getting insistent to the point where he was like, I want to talk to my brother. I want to talk to you on the phone. I want to meet you. And it was all through text before that. And
Wow.
yeah, it all came out. And yeah, it's been a mess.
Eh,
And
yeah.
I had some strong opinions about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, and it was a
That's
50-50 split in
horrible.
my comment section of people who either fully agreed with me or people who didn't agree with me. Then there was a whole handful of people who did not understand what I was saying and twisted it all sorts of around
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
because they thought I was judging her for giving the kids up when I didn't actually judge her for giving the kids up. I judged her
Yeah.
for lying about
Lying and
it and then
manipulating.
catfishing the kid for so long.
Yeah, no, that's abusive. That's
Like there's
horrible.
like I can even understand the lying about it for a little while, like, but there was no excuse for the catfishing in my opinion.
No, that's really cruel.
So,
Wow.
yeah. Apparently
Yeah.
on one of the next episodes, I don't know if it's this one or somewhere in the season, Larry's coming to visit, and Larry doesn't know about the daughter yet.
Okay.
So she's gonna have to have that conversation on camera.
Ah, see, this is why I'm just like, I'm actually like it was so funny. Someone commented on one of my videos, like, well, they're never gonna cast you now that you've said all this stuff. And I'm like,
Like, that was your point.
exactly.
Like you said in one of the videos, that
Exactly.
was even the point.
I am doing this so that I am never tempted to do it again
Yeah.
because yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at a time, but even like when the casting was in progress, I was like, oh God, what have I gotten myself into? I'm just like, yeah, so I'm actually like relieved that it fell
Yeah.
through.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah, no, and I actually like that was my prayers was like, if this is not meant for me, let it fall through, and it fell through. Like
Yeah.
if Andres had gotten his stuff together, we probably would have done it. It would have been whatever it
Mhm.
was. Or maybe it would have been like the other woman where like they cut us at the last minute for someone else.
Yeah.
Like everyone was always comparing us to Ashley and I forget his name. The woman who was the witch with the Ecuadorian
Oh,
boyfriend.
God, Manuel.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, you're just like Ashley and Manuel," except like the difference was like Andres knew I was a witch and he's also an occultist. So like
So,
there was
yeah.
no like
There was no drama on
surprise.
that.
Everything
Yeah.
that's weird about me is weird about him. That's why we get along,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah.
Do you
So,
still talk to Andres?
yeah, we talk all the time.
Nice.
He's very thirsty. He's always like, "When are you gonna come?" Like he's always like, "I'll come visit you." And I'm like, "Boo boo, you don't know how visas work, do you?" Like it's just like very naive. Um,
Well, you
I
did
don't
say he
I
was a lot younger.
he is a lot younger. He's 27. I am going to be 46 this year. He's going to be 28 this year. So it's sort of like at this point the age gap is slightly more manageable.
Hmm.
And when we first started talking, he was like 20 and I was 38 and I was like there's no way like we would chit chat or whatever.
Yeah.
At this point I'm like okay, you're almost 30. Like that's a little more manageable, but
You're
you
like
still get the
almost,
point.
you're almost a man now.
You're almost grown. You know, he is a divorced man, you know,
Yeah. He's lived a
but
little bit more life now.
yeah, exactly. And I've been like what I've actually proposed to him, and I don't know that this is ever actually going to happen, but I was like, what if we just met up in Mexico because it's a midway point,
Hmm.
like just made vlogs and did
Yeah.
our own 90 Day Fiance and just made content for YouTube. I mean, I don't know that I would necessarily make much money off of it, but it would just be like we can do 90 Day Fiance on our own terms. If they're going to make me pay for my flights and hotels
Yeah.
anyway,
Do it yourself. Yeah. That's a
I'm
good
not going
idea.
to be
Start your
losing
YouTube
money.
channel now.
I know, right?
You only need 500 people to like start monetizing.
Oh, yeah,
So
it's a good call. I do have a
it's a lot less people than you need than on TikTok. So, you
yeah,
get there and
yeah.
then you have your base started and ready to go, but when you're actually ready to start making stuff.
That's actually a good idea, and everyone is literally telling me like post to YouTube more. So
Yeah.
that should be one of my goals for 2026 is
I just
get my
started
YouTube going so
I
that when
just
I
started my
do it,
YouTube channel this last, what, 2 weeks ago?
oh, awesome.
So I was like, everybody's like, and so far it's basically just been everything that I do on TikTok copied and pasted over there. I haven't done anything original over there yet. But that's part of the reason I wanted to do this the Zoom way, because it would be easier to use on both platforms.
Sure, because you can just like chop it up or do a long
Yeah,
form. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Well, hopefully
well,
I've been
awesome.
like sort of interesting. I feel like I'm not like I was actually a cast member, but like
No.
I do
Well,
have a few wacky stories about it.
oh
So
yeah. Oh, we
yeah.
definitely got some good information out of it that I think will be fun to put out there. And if nothing else, I enjoyed talking to you.
I enjoyed talking to you too. Thank you for inviting me on. It was great.
Yes.